To place the view in the drafting of CATIA V5, we will have to access the views toolbar. Make sure the reference part is already open in the background and you are working on the drafting or drawing file. In the views toolbar, there are some options. In the projections sub toolbar, first option is front view. To place the front view or the first view, you will need to select this tool and you will need to go to the model. So for that, just keep this activated and go to Windows and select the CAT part or CAT product file which is already open, for which you want to place the drafting. Go to that, and in that you will have to select the view. You will have to select the orientation, which view you want to keep as front view. If I will check it from here, then the previous condition was actually this is your front view, but I don't want that as the front view in my drafting. What I want is this one to be as the front view. So I'll click on this face and I will be able to get the front view. As soon as I will be getting a view, I will be getting this dragger as well. This will help me in orienting the view again in the drafting environment. Say I want it to be rotated, then I can rotate it. I want some other view, then I can do that as well. But before placing it, I have not placed it yet. Once I am done with that, I will simply click anywhere outside the view. Now the view is placed. You can right click on the particular view and go for properties. You will be getting the properties like display view frame. So this red color frame is for this is your view frame by which you will be actually able to operate the views. Lock view, if you want to lock a particular view and you want to go for the clipping, then you have the option. Still you want the view to be rotated at any angle, define that over here. If you want to scale the view, so say I want to scale this view with a scale of 1:2, I'll simply say apply. You can see the view has been scaled. Then if you want to show hidden lines, center lines, threads, axes, you want to change the name of the view, you can define those settings over here. Regarding graphics, there is nothing, and I'll say OK. So all those settings are actually applied on this view. You can see there is no such yes, over here it is showing the hidden lines, you have axes, everything is visible. Then once we place the front view, what we do, we project other views. So for that, this red boundary is showing you that your view is actually activated. So from the activated view, I will be going for projection views. Now whatever the projection method you had defined for the sheet, it will follow that and generate the views on the particular side. See, like this. If I'll go like this, I will be able to get the generated views. So I'll click it, so that view will be placed, and you can see whatever the properties was I had defined for the front view, it is giving me same for the top view, like hidden lines, axes, everything are visible. This red window or red boundary of the view shows the view is activated, blue shows it is not. I can right click on this view. If in this view I don't want to show the hidden lines and threads, I'll say OK. This will be updated like this. This is how we work with the views. This is how we place the views. You can place as many as you want. There is no such case or no such limit. It will follow everything, and from here as well you can maintain the views. Still, if you want to add any other new sheet, then you can go for this new sheet. A new sheet will be added, sheet 1 this one, sheet 2 this one, and you can place the views again. Say in this sheet 2 I want to place the isometric views, I will go for isometric view. Now isometric view is again a new view, so isometric view, I'll go for window, shift to the part design environment. Here I will be orienting my part in the manner I want it to be placed, and then I will select any of the face of that. So the same orientation I will be getting over here. Again, you have the dragger available if you want to make any changes, and place it. Right click, properties, you can scale it as per your own requirements. This is how we can place front view, other orthographic views, and isometric view in the CATIA V5 drawing or drafting. Then I'll move to the first sheet. In the first sheet I'll select one view, then thus the generate dimension toolbar and the generate dimension tool will get activated. I told you that we have generated drafting we use in these softwares. Means I will not create the drafting, I will generate it from whatever I have created in the model. So I have already generated the views from the model. The same thing I am going to do with the dimensions as well. Whatever the dimensions or dimensional constraints I had defined, what I want is, I want all of them to be reflected over here. For that I will go for generate dimension. I'll click on that. This will open one generate dimension dialog box. Yes, in this it will actually sense the constraints. You can see number of constraints, and out of that number of dimensions. So total 80 constraints are there. From those 27 dimensions it has detected. I'll say generated constraints and other dimensions, place it. So it will place the generated dimensions which software is actually able to sense in this view from the model. You can see over here, these are the dimensions. If you want, you can adjust them as per your own requirement. If you want, you can, like if some particular dimension is not feasible in that view, you can delete it, no issue. And remaining dimensions you will have to use the dimensioning toolbar. Yes, this is the toolbar. Dimensions, chained dimensions, cumulated, stacked, and these are the dimensions which we mostly use. Length or distance, select it, select the elements between those you want to apply the dimensions, and you will be able to do that. Angular dimension or angle dimension, then you will need to define, say I want the angle between these two, and I can define. Remember, whatever dimension you place, or whenever you place the dimension, it should be placed in the activated view only. If you want the dimensions to be placed in some other view, then first activate that. Now place the required dimension like this. Then whatever the dimension you have placed, you want to change the properties of those dimensions. So right click, properties. Now I have selected the dimension. Yes, so starting with the dimension properties, I'll just close this toolbar. Yeah. About dimension value, how you want the dimension value to be defined. If you want to go for the dual value, then turn this on, it will show you the dual value. You can see the reflection over here. Tolerances you want to define for the main value and dual value. Currently dual value is off, it is not showing you. Yes, what type of tolerance you want to show, select the type, give the upper value, lower value, it will be reflected. Then properties of dimension line, how you want the dimension line to be, what should be the color, thickness, symbol or the arrow shape. Similarly for the extension line, what should be the color and thickness of extension line. With the dimension text, if you want to add some prefix or suffix, prefix, main value, suffix, you can go for the symbols as well. These many symbols are available you have. If you want to write down some text with the main value, upside, downside, left or right, you can go for this. Similarly for the dual value. Font of the dimensions, style of the dimension, size of the dimension, text you have. Regarding text, how you want the text to be. It should be in rectangular frame, circular frame, in the right flag or oblong. You can define that and you will be getting the result. Then some are related to graphics and properties. These many dimension setting we have. So you can now place the orthographic as well as isometric views in the drafting of CATIA V5, and you will be able to apply generated as well as manual dimensioning. Some more views and annotations are available, which we will see in the next set of our session. Thank you.